Hi there, everybody. This is Jason, and I wanted just to give you a really short overview of the goals for this recorded audio program today. As you may know, the self-help field has been virtually exploding over the last several years, and especially in the last 6 to 12 months, with many different products and programs and gurus and coaches and software and DVDs and all types of things that are out there. And my job is to take all this information and boil it down and distill it into the best, most high-quality information available and deliver it to you in a very easy-to-understand, simple, and fun format. So what I want to encourage you to do is to listen to the CDs that I create here over the next few months. I'm going to make a series of probably 3 different audiobooks, all on self-improvement, self-help, ways to sort of break out of your comfort zone and become the person you always wanted to be with your family, your work, your money, your health, everything about life that people really struggle with in this day and age. You know, this CD program is meant for anyone in the entire world. I'm personally recording it from here in the U.S. And in the USA, you know, we're known as the land of opportunity. And really, a lot of people have been suffering. You know, I don't know how much you know about credit scores, for example, but over half of all the people in the United States have a credit score that's below 675. And what that means is over half of all the people in the U.S. don't even have good enough credit to buy a car or put out a down payment down on a house. So what I want to encourage you to do is to think outside the box. You know, a mind is like a parachute. It works best when it's open. I want you to open your mind, and I want you to think about the things that you want for your life and what you need to do inside your own mind to get there. With all the gurus out there today, everybody can tell you what is the best for them, what's the best for the stories that they're going to tell you. You know, a lot of these gurus are simply good storytellers. And I am going to tell you some stories, but that's not the key to this program. The key to this program is unlocking your potential, looking deep inside your soul, in looking yourself in the mirror, look deep into your own eyes and say, I have the power and potential to be where I want to be. Right? I love listening to Anthony Robbins. He's one of my favorite mentors, helped me get through all my 8 years of college and be successful in my own life. And one of his little plans that he uses to get what you want out of life is called the OPA plan, right? It's called, first you find the outcome that you want, then you devise the plan to get there, and then most importantly, you take action to get to that plan and that outcome. So what I want you to do is first figure out what you want and why you want it. You know, a lot of people just aren't happy in the daily grind, the 9 to 5, you know, going and punching the clock. You know, it's Monday, time to make the donuts type of thing. You know that humans are the only animals on the planet that have learned to have more heart attacks on a certain day of the week. And that day is Monday because of job dissatisfaction. You know, that's a leading cause of all heart attacks. It isn't the cholesterol levels or the blood pressure. It's job dissatisfaction and stress and that kind of thing. And that's why most heart attacks happen on Monday mornings. Sort of interesting statistic, isn't it? So what I want to do is share things like that with you and get you to look at yourself in the mirror and say to yourself, self, I know what I want to do. And once you get clear on what you want to do in your own life, then we'll work together on the plan to make it happen. And the last step out of those 3 is to take action to get there. But see, people do this out of order. They start doing busy work. They start taking action. They start getting frustrated and cleaning the house. And, you know, how many times have you done that? You know, you feel like you just need to get something done. You have all these things to do. You have a big to-do list, and you start cleaning because that way you feel like you've gotten something done. You know, it's very, very common. Other people try to plan all these things they want to do to get there and where they want to be in life, but they never really took the time to figure out why they want to be where they think they want to be. You know, do you want to be the person in your mind that you think would be the best for you because of someone else, or because of your friends, or your social group, or your family? You know, all those things are important, and everyone's different and puts more emphasis on different parts of life than other people do. But you need to think about you. Who's most important to you besides you? A lot of people in this world are very, very good people, and they're just not used to taking time for themselves. Maybe you're one of those people that always thinks about other people first and doesn't want to do something to help yourself because you're not used to that. You're looking out for your kids or your coworkers or your family or your husband or your wife or your mother or your father or your grandparents or your job or your pets or anything, or your house or your yard or your apartment or your car. When are you going to take time for you? One of my favorite sayings in this whole motivational field, if you will, is that if you don't take the time to do it right the first time, how are you ever going to have time to do it right again? So I'm not trying to tell you these things to impress you with my knowledge or to impress you with all this insight. I have a lot of work to do on my own. But making these CDs, creating this audio for you, the listener, on the other side of these speakers or these headphones is really a good, strong stepping point for myself. So thinking deeply about this and presenting it this way helps me. What do you need to help yourself? So again, I'm not saying this to impress you with all these stories and all these big thoughts, but I want to impress upon you that it can be done. You do not need to struggle every day. You can break free. You can look at yourself in the mirror, decide what you want, but not only what you want, but why you want it. And you have to be detailed. We're going to get into how to make the dream boards and all these positive things. You may have heard of that before, but it's very powerful. You have to be detailed. You can't just say, I want $1 million. You have to think about what you want to do with the money. That's the important part. So I want you to take a little bit of time, and before I come at you again with another follow-up audio here, and think about, what do I really want? And not just money or less stress or better health, but detail. Do you want to add an inch to your biceps? Do you want to take off 2 inches from your waist? Why do you want that? Because until you know why you really want it, you're never going to be able to make a plan and dig deep enough and take the action to get it. Okay? So the why is the most powerful first step you can take. And most people, what do? Again, back to Anthony Robbins. Either you're avoiding fear and discomfort with everything you do in life, or you're trying to chase pleasure. Why do you go to work? Because you enjoy it, or because you have to make money to pay the bills? So once you can figure out that psychology of why you do what you do every day, and figure out what you really want with your life, then, and only then, can you start to unlock the potential that lies within you. So that's all for now. This is Jason Gospodarek. Thank you very much for listening today, and there'll be a lot more to come. Take care. Make it a great day.